Hello, welcome. Today, we are going to immerse ourselves together in a powerful prayer, inspired by one that can transform the way you seek God and live His Word. This psalm teaches us about true happiness and the blessing of being steadfast in the Lord's way, moving away from negative influences and rooted in divine peace and wisdom. Prepare your heart to receive this message that strengthens us and renews our faith. Before we begin, already leave your like and subscribe, as this helps to spread that word of hope to more people. Follow every detail of this video closely, as this prayer and deep reflection may be exactly what you need to find direction, balance, and peace on your journey. Let us together seek God's presence and allow Him to strengthen our steps on the path of righteousness. One brings us a profound message about true happiness and the life of those who choose to follow God's path. This psalm invites us to reflect on the choices we make on a daily basis and teaches us the difference between the just and the wicked, highlighting the victory of those who depart from the paths of renewal and approach the word of the Lord. As we opt for divine presence and direction, we find authentic joy, which does not depend on the passing circumstances of this world, but is rooted in the constancy and of God. Those who meditate on the law of the Lord day and night are like trees firmly planted by a river. Their roots find a source of life and renewal, strengthening each branch and securing fruits in the right time. This is the portrait of the soul that constantly seeks the Lord. It grows and flourishes, being supported by the living water of the Word. The person who seeks the heart of God finds the strength and wisdom to face every stage of life with peace and balance. Its leaves do not wither, and its path is lit up, for it is nourished by the grace and truth of God. Walking with God is a journey of continuous growth. Those who walk with the Lord take root in the truth and settle in His peace, living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Thus, one inspires us to seek an intimate relationship with God, to be guided by His righteousness, and to grow in grace and wisdom. As we turn away from the path of the wicked and seek the divine word, we experience a peace that transcends all understanding and lasting happiness, one that only the Lord can offer. In this way, the psalm becomes an invitation to find in the presence of God the true meaning of a fruitful and blessed life. One invites us to seek in God the guidance and protection necessary to tread the path of righteousness. In a world full of and passing promises, it is easy to go astray and lose purpose. Therefore, crying out to the Lord in direction is an act of wisdom, and when we are to be guided by His righteousness, we are strengthened and gain discernment to recognize what really matters, choosing day after day what is in harmony with the divine will. The sincere prayer that springs from the heart, inspired by one, reveals our desire to move away from what God does not like and to approach His Word, which is a source of joy and consolation. As we pray, we can say, Lord, remove me from paths that do not lead to your will. May I find joy in your teachings, and may my heart be fertile ground for your love. Transform me into a tree that does not shake, planted next to your river of life, always willing to grow and bear fruit of hope, faith, and compassion. Thus we place our lives in the hands of God and allow Him to guide our steps in every moment. This desire to be with God not only strengthens our faith, but also renews our hope and commitment to true happiness. When we seek God with sincerity, He inspires us to grow in grace and develop a compassionate heart, willing to help others and spread love. One reminds us that true bliss comes from a life firm in God and His Word. In this way, by walking the path of righteousness, we find peace, contentment, and the certainty that, even in the midst of difficulties, we are safe in the presence of the one who loves and guides us. One teaches us about the importance of trusting God and meditating on His teachings, offering an invitation to a deep and transformative relationship with the Creator. This psalm reminds us that by choosing to follow God's path and feed our minds and hearts with His Word, our lives are sustained by a force that transcends what the world offers. Meditating on the law of the Lord day and night brings us closer to Him, strengthening our faith and giving us clarity to live according to His purposes. This closeness to God brings us a sense of peace and security that is not shaken, even in the face of difficulties. In prayer, we cry for the grace to be steady and steadfast, like a tree planted by still waters. This tree symbol represents a life rooted in God, who by His presence and capable of bearing fruit in all seasons. We ask, Father, may I have the same constancy as a tree planted by the waters. May my choices reflect your love, and may I be strengthened day after day by your presence. May every fruit I bear be an expression of your care and your justice. Thus we seek to make our journey marked by kindness, light, and a sincere desire to live to honor God in every decision. One then becomes an inexhaustible source of inspiration, reminding us that true joy lies in a life guided by love and divine wisdom. As we root our faith in God and place our trust in Him, we find purpose and meaning in every step we take. This psalm shows us that living according to God's teachings is not a burden, but a journey of growth and transformation, in which we discover that true happiness lies in living in harmony with the divine will. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. I hope this prayer based on one has touched your heart and brought inspiration to your journey with God. If this message has strengthened your faith and brought peace to your life, share with others so that they too can feel the transforming power of the word of the Lord. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more content like this one. God bless you and see you next video.